you know, family, 2 kids, everything was going fine. And then we just had a bit of an upset through family life, and then it started really from then. At 38, you don't think you're going to start self-harming, but it really come out of the blue, and I was really alone at the time. And it's not something you can sit and talk to your mates. Like you say, I can't really tell people I'm suffering, because I'm meant to be the other way. I help everyone else, I make people laugh. Now I can openly talk about it, and it actually does make you feel better, getting it off your chest. Our relationship with my wife is just, it's like 20 years we've been together, it's just got stronger and stronger. You know, just taking the dog for a walk, just me and him, we go around the park, and I think about everything and anything or nothing. It's great, just gets myself away. I'm fishing, I love fishing. I liked fishing as a kid, and that now is one of my getaway. I just, you know, say to my wife, feeling a bit down, or, you know, not feeling too good. So my therapy is going fishing and taking the kids training. Some other people's therapy can be sitting in a room talking one-to-one with a professional. The first person you tell will be the first step to getting better. And the more people you tell, the more people will tell you, I've done that, or I feel like that. And then you'll start thinking, you know what, I'm not alone. I'm not alone.
2005, I was playing sport and I broke my neck. I was completely paralysed, 9-hour surgery, 3-day coma. I was in hospital for 5 months. 8 months after being discharged, I had a flashback of the impact of the injury when I broke my neck. So I went to the doctors and he diagnosed me with PTSD. I was on this significant downward spiral, and then at that point I started to realise it was a problem. I got to that stage where drinking was a lot more than social. I still didn't relate to being an addict. And I think with men as well, it's even more challenging, because you have this bravado, and talking about mental health, it can be a sign of weakness, and there's still that, I guess, reluctance to discuss it. When I realised that I finally needed to do something about it, I went to a talking therapy group through a local provider. It was the best thing I ever did. To be able to sit in a room with people that are anonymous to me, tell them about having a disability that I'd never really spoken about. The big 4 or 5 things that I focus on are sleep, good food, optimal hydration, good physical activity, and mindfulness. And they have set me up on this journey to be resilient, to be able to talk about it, to be able to share with others. If I can share my story with other people and they can help someone along their way as part of that, then that is hugely, hugely gratifying for me, and something that is really fulfilling.
They were born in 2015, 14 weeks early, and they was very poorly, which at the time I didn't really realise, you know, how poorly they was. I'd sit there and we were just looking at incubators every day, and because as a dad you feel like you have to give all the support, and yeah, you bottle it up, you know, but I did. And then when I was sat on my own, it was like, okay, I can put my guard down a little bit, because as soon as your children see you or your wife sees you break down, I felt like, is he giving up? But as far as keeping us going, you know, we had each other, because I picked up so much comfort in speaking at the right time, though. You know, what I thought were the right time for me and the right time for my family. I do feel like the focus needs to be shifted a bit, because if the dads are the rocks, or they're perceived to be the rocks, then what's can crumble, you know, at times, and they need the support to put them pieces back together. Accepting that you need to speak, you know, accepting things what you probably don't want to accept at times, but actually, you know, down the line it's going to be the best thing to keep this family strong and keep you strong. You know, the strength's in listening as well, because it's okay to talk, but actually it's more important for people to know that they've got someone that will listen.
I've had mental health difficulties since I was about 14, but it was diagnosed in my mid to late 20s. And it wasn't until I started working, and it was about 6 months or 7 months into me working, that I realised it was actually getting in the way of me living properly. I was petrified to go out, particularly when I was actually out of work, and also the feeling that I was just weak, that these feelings were as a result of me not being a strong person. It's made worse when you feel that there is that stigma there. The key things that have helped me and that help me now are being in a place where I'm making some sort of progress in my life. I think the times when I've been at my lowest is when I've lost hope. I decided I'd try to teach myself the guitar. I found out about this group called Talking Through Music. I sort of turn up and I would sit right on the edge of the room and listen to what was going on and start playing my guitar. But it helped me to recover and to feel that I was part of, again, a group of people that were in the same sort of situation.